Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Great. So the topic of this ESR is modeling private identity management behaviors by digital footprints. So let's have a quick review about the presentation, and I will introduce myself very briefly, and then I will talk about the topic of this position and finally its goal. So I got my undergraduate and master degrees in 2012 and 2018, respectively, both in software engineering. In terms of work experience, I was a Java and PHP programmer for about 2 years, and also as an AI engineer in this industry for about the same period, working on analyzing videos. And before this, I worked on various research and industry projects, which you can see the major ones here. Recent years, I focus on artificial intelligence topics and try to use its algorithms, especially deep learning architectures in different applications. So till now, I use different frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, which are deep learning frameworks, and also even distributed frameworks like Hadoop and Spark. So enough for me. In this position, our aim is to model private identity management behaviors by digital footprints. Nowadays, there are several social networks in the virtual world, and consumers put and post different types of data on them, like text, photo, videos, and so on, which are usually called footprint. These days, these footprints usually have been added, depends on the personality attributes of the owners. For example, if the consumer is happy, he or she may post a happy music, right? So depends on the post, we can predict some attributes of the users, which can be classified in 3 categories. So the first category called demographic attributes, which is about those attributes can be inferred from a population like age, gender, and so on. And we have personality traits, which is about some behaviors that of the users, like openness, agreeableness, or consciousness, and so on. And also, we have individual characteristics like emotions and sentiments. There are a fair amount of papers in most of these attributes that can model and predict attributes using digital footprints. So, yeah. So let's go actually deeper to the topic by having actually the definition of identity management. You know, identity management is the process of ensuring that individuals have the proper access to the technology resources. You know, more specifically, this includes the identifying, identification, authorization, you know, of a person that have access to the application systems and networks. In short, the main goal of identity management is to ensure that only authenticated users are granted access to the specific applications or systems. And it has a life cycle, you know, which is a combination of process and activities, including provisioning, of course, which is the process of creation of identities of an entity. You know, the next step, the next process is identification, which is the process of verifying an entity is who it claims to be using a password or biometrics such as fingerprint. The next process, authorization, defines what operation an entity can perform in the context of a specific application. We have self-service, which is enables users to modify their own profiles and to request new entitlements. Password management is about creating and changing password. Compliance and deprovisioning are about completing an action, and deletion and revocation of identifier respectively. So, we will try to qualify. Actually, we will try to qualify the relations between digital footprints and identity attributes, and we also try to model and predict private identity management behaviors by using digital footprints. So to do this, we will use a substantial statistical and machine learning algorithm, for major ones. And finally, social networks and social robots will be used as platforms to test our model. And we will have a collaboration with UAM, ESR 8. Mr. Mahdi Ghafourian works on privacy protection in multimodal biometric with application to e-learning and e-banking. And also, we will have a second event at Genki company. Thank you for your attention.